go over what you're going to be working on today, and then we'll start meeting in small groups so we can check the plot lines that you were working on in class yesterday. Danger Along the Ohio, you're going to read chapter 9. Fever, you're going to read chapter 16 and 17. The House on the Gulf will read chapter 16 and 17 also. House on the Gulf, you have a little extra assignment. It's very easy. On the plot line that you have been working on, the one that you started on yesterday where you added your problem and your new rising actions, today you're going to get to the climax of your novel, the turning point. Okay? So I need you, when you get to that point in your story, just to add it to the top of the plot line that you were working on yesterday. Okay? It's a big moment in the book. So pay attention and really look for that. Think about when things change for Britt. Okay? Are there any questions about what you're working on today? Let's review our parts of our plot line before we get started, okay? When you're working on your plot line, the one that you worked on yesterday, you had your problem or goal and your 5 to 6 rising actions. Let's talk about the things that we ask ourselves as we move through this. What's the first question that you ask yourself when you're working on plot?
What's the problem or goal?
Good. What is the character's problem or goal? What's the second thing we need to ask ourselves when we're working on plot?
What events lead up to the climax?
Okay, or what events relate
to the problem?
To the problem or goal, and we also call these?
Rising action.
Perfect. Question number 3, House on the Gulf people, you need to know this one today.
What's the turning point?
What's the turning point, also known as?
Climax.
The climax. Okay. What about question number 4? What comes after my climax? That's right. What events happen after the climax that lead to the resolution? And what are they called? Falling actions. Okay. Question number 5. Wes?
How is the goal or problem solved?
Good. How's that problem solved or the goal achieved? And what do we call this? The resolution. Okay. Now, sometimes the resolution is not the very end of the story, is it? Like Cinderella. Remember we talked about that. Her going to the ball isn't how the story ends. And that comes down here. What question do you ask yourself on step 6, Luke?
Is there supply?
Not yet. What happens? What happens?
After the resolution.
After the resolution. And what is this called?
The denouement.
The denouement. Perfect. And then, Luke?
The subplot.
Yes, is there a subplot? Guys, look at the first plot line that you made, if you will. Not the one you made yesterday, but the first plot line you made for your novel. And we're going to start there, just reviewing the rising actions that we had, and then we're going to add the new things that have happened as rising actions for this novel, okay? So yeah, look back at your first one. Remember that the problem doesn't change, so we're still going to have the same problem. What was the problem or goal, I should say, for this book? Britt has a goal. What is her goal, Ethan?
Figure out what Bran's doing.
She wants to figure out what Bran is up to. And we're just going to review our problem and our rising actions from this one, and then we'll start checking our new one where we added in the new rising actions. Okay? What's the first thing we ask ourselves when we're working on the plot line? What do we have to know first? Trey? What is the problem or goal? Great.